It's good to now recognize Representative John James to the House Ways and Means Committee. Representative James is from Michigan, graduated from the United States Military Academy, and served 8 years in the Army, participating in multiple tours of duty in Operation Iraqi Freedom, and is an Apache pilot. We're glad you're here.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, there is a hopelessness crisis in this country. Americans feel like everything is broken, nothing's working for them. That's why recent polling shows 74% of Americans feel like we are heading in the wrong direction. I'm in my district and I talk to families who are deeply disenchanted with the government. They wonder if anyone's working for them. They wonder if anybody cares. Well, I know we care. And Mr. Chairman, I echo your sentiments that there should be many pathways to prosperity, particularly through education. And I'm here to urge support in those sentiments of H.R. 531, Educational Choice for Children Act, and my bill, H.R. 4520, Reignite Hope Act. First, education. We must put our children first, not teachers' unions, not D.C. politicians, our children. I want all schools to be successful, Mr. Chairman. Public schools, private schools, charter schools, home schools, vocational schools. I truly believe that where parents have choice, children have a chance. Parents deserve to send their children where they will be safest and most successful, where they'll have outcomes that are not determined by their zip code. Because we all in this body, in our Republican majority, believe that a quality education is a basic civil right. So regardless of our political stripes, party ideology, one thing is clear. School choice goes the farthest in addressing this hopelessness epidemic, and it ranks high among Americans, especially American parents. In fact, a recent study found that school choice has support of 80% of Republicans, 60% of Democrats, and 69% of independents. I don't know a single parent out there who doesn't want more choice when it comes to their child's education. For this reason, I'm proud to sit here today and voice my strong support for H.R. 531. H.R. 531 isn't just a bill, it's a game changer for millions of children around the country, many of whom have no other option. In fact, we've seen the impact of choice at the state level, with 25 states greenlighting similar programs to provide families with more choice, not less. Not only is this bill common sense, it's a no-brainer. It's also good policy. It's the right thing to do. And it's about time that Congress and the President get on board with the desires of the parents of this nation. When this bill was brought to my attention, I was excited to co-sponsor for several reasons. This bill checks all the boxes. For starters, the Educational Choice for Children Act has garnered more support than any other school choice bill introduced in Congress ever. Second, this bill doesn't require any new spending. I repeat, no new spending. There's something that we need to do more of here in Washington. Third, this bill doesn't increase the size or scope of government. Lastly, it tells the Department of Education to take a hike, empowering students and their parents where it should be at the lowest level in this nation. And it's about time. The choice is clear. Congress can do nothing, leaving millions of families and their children behind, or we can come together to put our families and students first, not special interests, and vote to send this bill to the President's desk. Families deserve a choice, and our students deserve a fighting chance. Anything less is unacceptable, un-American. I urge my colleagues to support not only H.R. 531, Educational Choice for Children Act, but also my bill, which is the Reignite Hope Act. The Reignite Hope Act, H.R. 4520, endeavors to increase child tax credit to $3,500 for each child 0 to 5 and $4,500 to each child 6 to 17. This is to help both parents who are struggling to make ends meet during these inflationary times and also help care workers to be able to afford to do the most important job in the world, to look after our children. It also provides a $3,500 tax credit for incentivizing the hiring of critical needs employees, helping boosting sectors of the economy desperate for workers. Nurses, caregivers, public safety officers. That's right, the police officers, firefighters, EMS who put their lives on the line, and our caregivers who look after the mentally infirm, our children, and also our elderly would be getting a boost. Tax credits target areas in the greatest need in our opportunity zones all across the country, but specifically in my county, which has 17 of these zones in 6 communities: Clinton Township, East Point, Mount Clemens, Roseville, Sterling Heights, and Warren, making this a district-focused and America-first policy. Mr. Chairman, I appreciate the time to speak with you here today, and I urge the support of my colleagues on these 2 bills. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.